Woke entertainment. What is it? What's happening? Welcome back to Views with Hughes, your agenda for news. This is Jerome Hughes, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So, for the sake of entertainment news today, I'm going to talk to you all about what content that's out there in entertainment and what we could do on our part to go ahead and get rid of it. So, it's no surprise that ESG, which stands for environmental, social justice, and governance and business, has already taken over woke content within the entertainment industry. We see it in not only the products that's been sold in shelves and stores and everything, but we also see it on our TV, in our movies, on social media, even on various different things online, mainly in the entertainment industry. Currently, we have the WGA still happening, the writer's strike in Hollywood, where there's lots of writers out there who are on strike and not working right now. Among them are those who are also the ones who are responsible for putting out there the woke content that we have right now. But what exactly is ESG? Once again, I've shared with this in a video before. I'm going to share briefly with you again. So it stands for environmental, social justice, and governance and business, where has a main focus primarily on environmental impact as well as social justice. I'm going to talk about social justice aspect of it, where you have like many entertainment companies out there who are pushing forward the agenda of race swapping various characters based on comic books as well as previous movies. Like example, Marvel, they got a lot of gender swapped and race swapped characters that are superheroes or villains. Then you also have the Disney remakes of, for example, Little Mermaid. Ariel's black now, and all of this was done in part by no one other than Bob Iger. So Bob Iger has approved of this. He actually wanted this to happen. All right. But the thing is, will everyone actually agree with it? Will they take it? I mean, a certain number will, but not everyone, But we also see this for many other things. And you know what? Quite frankly, a lot of people are indeed tired of it, So today, I'm going to have an important and thought-provoking topic to discuss. I'll be exploring the influence of woke culture and entertainment, as well as sharing some ideas on how we can all bring it to an end. So, as I stated before, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. So, how can we, on our part, put this to an end? Well, understanding woke culture and entertainment, you got to address the issue. Gotta first understand it. Like woke culture, in the context of entertainment, refers to the increasing emphasis on political correctness, social justice, and progressive ideologies in various forms of media. Now, while inclusivity and diversity are essential, the dominance of woke culture can lead to excessive censorship and stifling creativity. Now, I'm not pushing back against those who enjoy it, but the thing is, if you want to go ahead and do these things, don't force other people to go ahead and enjoy them within your cause, because you're going to have those that will disagree with you, and that's fine. You disagree with them, that's excellent too. But don't let this one thing divide us all from being united. All right. Now, woke culture has been taken to the extreme, and it can also limit artistic expression and create a divisive atmosphere. Now, there's some pitfalls that goes with this. That includes, for one, stereotyping and tokenism, where sometimes characters are reduced to the stereotypes that people often ridicule, belittle, making people feel, out of place, insulted, And yes, those can have some prejudicial connotations, but at the same time, if you're calling it out, that's going to make you eventually becoming prejudicial as well, to the point where you're going to be not only disagreeing with the ideas of the other person, which is cool, but it comes to disgust and disdain whenever you're actually crucifying them and trying to get them canceled, you know? So the characters are reduced to stereotypes or added merely to fulfill what's called diversity quotas, undermining their depth and authenticity. So in other words, they're not naturally putting out there the diverse agenda that they have. You know, they're just doing this to go ahead and do simple check marks of diversity points just to go ahead and meet the ESG credit rating score. You know, comes to the point where that's when they're going to lose their audience. Okay, they feel that, you know, this is a great investment model that's going to actually lure people in to go ahead and then just, you know, buy what they're selling. Then there's also the heavy-handed messaging. Stories and plots often become secondary, pushing a particular ideology, leading to a lack of nuance and subtlety. So they want to go ahead, push out their diversity. They want to go ahead and put these things all together to basically get people to fall for the different employees and everything and marketing tactics that they're pushing out there. The big one causing all of this is Bob Iger. Bob Iger and Disney, for example. They're putting out there a lot of plots and stories that are secondary to what they're trying to do with their agenda, which is to race swap various characters that were white or male, for example, and then as well as straight. But the problem with that, they fall short with the story. They fall short with the plot to the point where the audience is just left tuned out, you know? And then there's also cancel culture, where the fear of backlash can force creators to self-censor or omit controversial topics, stifling meaningful discussions and artistic exploration. Okay? But within all of this, you got to learn how to find a balance. Now, I'm going to explore some strategies that's going to help bring balance back to entertainment without undermining the need of inclusivity and representation. Okay? For one, you got to embrace diverse perspectives. You got to encourage creators to basically incorporate a wide range of viewpoints, allowing for a more authentic representation of the real world. So in other words, Bob Iger, go ahead and put out there the things that actually work. You know, go ahead and put out there the things that, you know, without trying to have to go ahead and then just make people feel relate to the content, because the content out there in entertainment, that's just something that's just not going to fly by with them. You know, they're not going to be able to relate to it because of the fact that the ones who were the original fans of it, they don't necessarily know exactly what it's like to be a particular portion of the population. You know, they're not trying to be relatable to see themselves within the movie or the story, because they just simply want to be entertained. Point blank. It's that simple, you know? But I digress. So you also got to be able to prioritize storytelling, okay? Make that the number one thing. Make that to help bring back more people, bring more people to the fold as well. Let the narrative take center stage, where you just want to entertain, where you're ensuring that themes and messages arise naturally from the story instead of just being forced upon the audience. Then there's also engaging in respectful dialogue. You got to foster an environment where there's open discussions that can occur, will be occurring, should be occurring, as well as challenging ideas constructively and encouraging growth for both creators and audiences. This is one way to help bring unity. This is also another way to actually have these corporations make themselves far more accountable to admit, I went wrong. We went wrong. We want to do better. We want to bring you back. Okay? But that being said, that won't happen anytime soon. Okay? Because Companies like Disney have different investment firms breathing down their necks trying to get them to go ahead and put out there more of this SEG content if they want a better SEG score, as well as to appease the various politicians of Washington, D.C., even California. Okay? But I digress. We also got to be able to want to be supporting positive change. You know, it's not enough to just simply identify the issues, but we also got to actively support positive change in the entertainment industry. Kind of like what it was back in the 90s when the Full House era, in the golden age of ABC with Full House, Family Matters, so on and so forth. Okay. But then this requires leaving the major corporations and supporting the independent creators who are looking to go ahead and get away from the woke content and entertainment. That's the first step, by the way. You got to support independent creators like myself. You got to seek out and promote independent films, series, and content, even on YouTube and Rumble, that embrace diverse perspectives without succumbing to the limitations of woke culture. You also got to be able to engage with diverse content, consume a wide variety of media from different creators and cultures, expanding our understanding as well as appreciation for diverse stories. Then you also got to provide constructive feedback. You know, I appreciate constructive feedback for once, you know, because it helps me to understand what the audience want, you know, what the viewers want. So that way I can go ahead and change it in a manner that can be put out there for them to go ahead and enjoy even further and to stick around. I want you all to stick around. I want your support. You know, I'm not going to insult you or anything or make fun of you or belittle you just because you don't like one small thing about what I'm putting out there. I'm not about that. I want to go ahead and build so that way I can go ahead and help to create a better community. You know, do my part to help create a better community, to unite as many people as possible. I'm not going to be able to unite everybody. I'm not going to be able to have people to like and enjoy all my stuff. But if like a certain number of people is good, I'm fine with it, you know? But unlike corporations and everything, they actually have people who writers, creators, directors, and producers who belittle other people just because of the fact that they don't like what they're putting out there. Directors, writers, so on and so forth, only because of the fact that not only are they trying to make more money, but they're also going the wrong way based on the ESG score, you know? Only to see in the end where they fail, they're going to keep deflecting, you know. I also saw that from Kevin Smith when he did Masters of the Universe on Netflix. Only to find out he wasn't really the mastermind. It was one of the executives of Netflix themselves, you know. But as to conclude for this matter, as viewers and supporters of entertainment, we have the power to shape the future of media. We have the power to vote with our wallets, our purses, to show them this is not what we want. You don't want to listen to us on social media. Now you got to hear us from boycotting your content by not paying for it, by not supporting it. Okay? By embracing a balanced approach, encouraging meaningful dialogue, and supporting creators independent who will prioritize storytelling over ideology, we can foster a healthier and more inclusive entertainment landscape naturally, without force, without any, you know, desperation. We got to work together to break the chains of these excessive woke culture and allow creativity to flourish once again. So let me know what you thought about what I said here. Where do you think I went wrong? You know, what could I do better? What do you think about the thoughts that I shared? Do you think that the woke ideology were in pop culture, or do you in entertainment, or do you think it's going to stay? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments below. Let me know what went wrong in the video. Also, if you have any additional thoughts you want to share with this particular topic discussed in the video, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. If you enjoyed what I shared in this video, go ahead, smash the like button, share far and wide across social media. And if you enjoyed all the content I put out there, go ahead, subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification so that way you'll be notified of future uploads and updates. Until then, peace.